Welcome to Wonderslate. Buy smart eBooks from the best publishers. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell.
Today's quiz is Principles of Inheritance and Variation. Question number 1. Branch of biology dealing with heredity and variations is Option A. Ecology. Option B. Evolution. Option C. Paleontology. Option D. Genetics. The correct answer is Option D. Genetics. D. Genetics deals with the inheritance, as well as the variation of characters from parents to offspring. Inheritance is the process by which characters are passed on from parent to progeny. It is the basis of heredity. Variation is the degree by which progeny differ from their parents. Question number 2. Genetics is the branch of biology which deals with Option A. Variation. Option B. Inheritance. Option C. Both A and B. Option D. Study of characters. The correct answer is Option C. Both A and B. C. The branch of biology which deals with the study of similarities and dissimilarities between parents and their offsprings is called genetics. GK. Gen equals to become or to produce or to grow into. It is the study of principles of heredity and variation. Genetics may also be defined as the science that deals with the nature and behavior of gene. The term genetics was introduced by William Bateson, an English biologist, in 1905, also regarded as father of modern genetics. Question number 3. Transmission of genetic characters from parents to offsprings is Option A. Variation. Option B. Heredity. Option C. Blending. Option D. Somatoplasm. The correct answer is Option B. Heredity. Question number 4. Gregor Mendel conducted hybridization experiments for Option A. 7 years, 1865 to 1872. Option B. 7 years, 1856 to 1863. Option C. 7 years, 1853 to 1860. Option D. 14 years, 1853 to 1867. The correct answer is Option B. 7 years, 1856 to 1863. B. Gregor Johann Mendel conducted hybridization experiments for 7 years, 1856-1863, and proposed the principle of inheritance in living organisms. Question number 5. Biological unit controlling heredity is Option A. Genome. Option B. Chromosome. Option C. Genotype. Option D. Gene. The correct answer is Option D. Gene. D. Biological unit controlling heredity is gene. The unit factor of Mendel was called gene by Johansen, 1909. A gene is the unit of inheritance Y is carried from parent by a gamete. A segment of DNA responsible for the appearance and inheritance of a character is called gene. Question number 6. The term genetics was proposed by Option A. Johansen. Option B. Morgan. Option C. Mendel. Option D. Bateson. The correct answer is Option D. Bateson. D. The term genetics was proposed by William Bateson, 1905, for the branch of biology dealing with the heredity. L. Hereditas equals heirship or inheritance. Spencer, 1983, and variation. Question number 7. Gregor Johann Mendel, the father of genetics, was Option A. Austrian monk. Option B. British monk. Option C. Italian monk. Option D. German scientist. The correct answer is Option A. Austrian monk. A. Gregor Johann Mendel, the father of genetics, was an Austrian monk. Question number 8. Mendel's experimental material was Option A. Pisum sativum. Option B. Lathyrus odoratus. Option C. Oryza sativa. Option D. Mirabilis halapa. The correct answer is option A. Pisum sativum. A. Mendel selected the garden pea plant, Pisum sativum, for his hybridization experiments. Question number 9. During Mendel's law investigation, it was first time that A and B were applied in biology. Option A. A. Statistical analysis. B. Mathematical logic. Option B. A. Statistical analysis. B. Physical logic. Option C. A. Statistical analysis. B. Chemistry logic. Option D. A. Statistical analysis. B. Simple logic. The correct answer is option A. A. Statistical analysis. B. Mathematical logic. Question number 10. Which of the following is not a correct dominant recessive trait pairs of Pisum sativum? Option A. Axial, terminal flower position, tall dwarf stem height. Option B. Yellow-green pod color, round wrinkled seed shape. Option C. Full constricted pod shape, yellow-green seed color. Option D. Violet, white flower color, inflated constricted pod shape. The correct answer is option B. Yellow-green pod color, round wrinkled seed shape. B. Green-yellow is a correct dominant, recessive trait pair of Pisum sativum. Question number 11. Which is correct about traits chosen by Mendel for his experiment on pea plant? Option A. Terminal pod was dominant. Option B. Constricted pod was dominant. Option C. Green-colored pod was dominant. Option D. Tall plants were recessive. The correct answer is option C. Green-colored pod was dominant. Question number 12. Mark the odd one. WRT dominant trait in garden pea. Option A. Yellow pod. Option B. Inflated pod. Option C. Axial flower. Option D. Yellow seed. The correct answer is option A. Yellow pod. A. Yellow pod color is a recessive trait while green pod color is a dominant trait in garden pea plant. Question number 13. Find the incorrect match. Option A. Moist vapor theory, proposed by Pythagoras. Option B. Theory of epigenesis, homunculus. Option C. Theory of pangenesis, gemmules. Option D. Theory of germplasm, proposed by Weismann. The correct answer is option B. Theory of epigenesis, homunculus. B. The theory of epigenesis was formulated by the German physician and naturalist C.F. Wolf, 1734 to 1734, which he proposed to counter the performance theory or homunculus theory, proposed by J. Swammerdam. Question number 14. Which of the following is example of substantive discontinuous variation? Option A. Hairless cat. Option B. Short-legged Ankan sheep. Option C. Polydactyly in humans. Option D. More than one option is correct. The correct answer is option D. More than one option is correct. D. Substantive discontinuous variation affect the shape, size and color. For example, short-legged Ankan sheep, hornless or polled cattle, hairless cats, piebald patching in man, brachydactyly, syndactyly, etc. Question number 15. Father of human genetics is option A. Cuvier. Option B. Bateson. Option C. Mendel. Option D. Garrod. The correct answer is option D. Garrod. D. Sir Archibald Garrod is commonly regarded as father of human genetics for pointing out that the inborn errors of metabolism are controlled by genes and inherited in a Mendelian pattern. Question number 16. Mendel selected Pisum sativum for hybridization experiments because of option A. Clear contrasting characters and short lifespan. Option B. Long lifespan and non-fertile hybrids. Option C. Presence of unisexual flowers. Option D. infertile hybrids and production of large number of seeds by each plant. The correct answer is option A. Clear contrasting characters and short lifespan. A. Mendel selected the garden pea plant, Pisum sativum, for his experiments because of the following reasons. I. The plant is easy to grow in open ground or pots. 2. Lifespan of pea plant is short. 3. Self-pollination occurs due to cleistogamous flowers. 4. Cross-pollination by the method of emasculation produces fertile hybrids. V. The plant has several characters, each having clear contrasting traits. Question number 17. Who coined the term allele? Option A. Saunders. Option B. Bateson. Option C. Johansson. Option D. Mendel. The correct answer is option B. Bateson. B. The two contrasting aspects of the same character located at the same locus in the homologous chromosomes are called alleles, GK, meaning belonging to one another. The allele indicates alternative forms of the gene. However, presently the term is employed for any two forms of a gene present on the same locus in the homologous chromosomes, viz. TT, TT or TT. Alleles are slightly different forms of the same gene. Question number 18. Which of the following statement is correct? Option A. Humans knew in early era that causes of variation were linked with sexual reproduction. Option B. Sahiwal cows are an example of artificial selection. Option C. Our ancestors had little idea about scientific basis of variation. Option D. All of the above. The correct answer is option D. All of the above. D. Humans knew from as early as 8,000 to 10,000 BC that one of the causes of variation was hidden in sexual reproduction. They exploited the variations that were naturally present in the wild populations of plants and animals to selectively breed and select for organisms that possess desirable characters. For example, through artificial selection and domestication from ancestral wild cows, we have well-known Indian breeds, for example, Sahiwal cows in Punjab. We must, however, recognize that though our ancestors knew about the inheritance of characters and variation, they had very little idea about the scientific basis of these phenomena. Question number 19. In garden pea plant, S. Blix led to locate Mendel's 7 characters on chromosomes number. Option A. 1, 4, 5 and 7. Option B. 1, 4, 5 and 6. Option C. 4, 5, 6 and 7. Option D. 2, 3, 4 and 7. The correct answer is option A. 1, 4, 5 and 7. A. Stephen Blix conducted detailed investigation on pea plant which led to the location of Mendel's 7 selected characters on 4 different chromosomes, 1, 4, 5 and 7. Question number 20. Out of 7 contrasting trait pairs selected by Mendel, how many traits were dominant and recessive? Option A. 7 and 7. Option B. 8 and 6. Option C. 6 and 8. Option D. 5 and 9. The correct answer is option A. 7 and 7. A. 7 dominant traits, 7 recessive traits and total 14 traits or 7 opposing pairs of traits. Characters. Dominant traits. Recessive traits. Seed shape. Round. Wrinkled. Seed color. Yellow. Green. Flower color. Violet. White. Pod shape. Full. Constricted. Pod color. Green. Yellow. Flower position. Axial. Terminal. Stem height. Tall. Dwarf. Question number 21. In pea, wrinkling of seeds is due to non-formation of starch because of the absence of enzyme. Option A. Amylase. Option B. Invertase. Option C. Branching enzyme. Option D. diastase. The correct answer is option C, branching enzyme. C. In pea, the gene which controls starch synthesis also controls the shape of the seed. In the pea plant with wrinkled seeds, this gene is not involved in the synthesis of starch due to the absence of enzyme starch synthase. It is a branched enzyme called SBE-1, starch branching enzyme. 1. Question number 22. Phenotype of an organism is the result of option A, mutations and linkages. Option B, genotype and environment interactions. Option C, cytoplasmic effects and nutrition. Option D, environmental changes and sexual dimorphism. The correct answer is option B, genotype and environment interactions. B. Phenotype. GK. Phenotype equals to appear, types equals image, is the physical appearance of an individual, for example, tall, dwarf, etc. Phenotype of an organism is the result of genotype and environment interactions. The term phenotype was given by Wilhelm Johansen, 1909. Question number 23. Genes controlling 7 characters in P studied by Mendel were actually located on option A, 7 chromosomes. Option B, 6 chromosomes. Option C, 4 chromosomes. Option D, 5 chromosomes. The correct answer is option C, 4 chromosomes. C. Genes controlling 7 traits in P studied by Mendel were actually located on 4 chromosomes. 1, 4, 5 and 7. Topic 2. Inheritance of 1G. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now. Link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.